Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Thanks for coming to another of our Shabbat study programs. Unfortunately, I don't know if you can tell from my room, I'm moving. So I accidentally packed up my Tanakh, I packed up my Kippot, I packed up that little clip I have. So we can't really do a regular Torah study, but I wanted to send you guys something, because it's always good to do a bit of learning. And I learned some Talmud recently that I think will be very interesting to many of you. I hope that it is. Unlike the Torah, though, the Talmud doesn't always have as clear of answers. With the Torah, we often read it and we get very clear lessons from it. And the Talmud generally has different rabbis having different opinions. And the idea is that you read it and you learn both opinions, or all the opinions that the rabbis have. By opinion, I mean like argument, like judges in a courtroom, or lawyers, or debaters, stuff like that. And then you can learn what the different ones are, and it deepens your understanding of whatever the topic is. So today I have a story from Talmud, which is a couple of rabbis who are talking about what to do if there's a community of people, or if there are two communities of people, and there's one well full of water, and there isn't enough water for both communities. What do you do? If they split the water, they won't have enough water for anyone, and everyone will die. The rabbis say that your community, whichever one that is, should get the water, because it's really important that we protect our own life, because if we don't protect our own life, we can't do anything else. Now the rabbis then say, okay, what if you have one community of people and another community of people, and both of those communities have animals that they take care of, and there's one well, and there's enough water for all the people to have, but not their animals. What are you supposed to do? The rabbis say, okay, split the water among the people, not the animals, because people are more important, are more valuable than animals, because people can make moral choices, people can make the world a better place, whereas animals don't really have that ability. Okay, problem solved. Then they say, all right, what if you have one community? It has people, it has animals, and you have another community. It has people, it has animals, and you have one well. And you have enough well for all the people to have water. And it has enough water. Sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. And in that well, you have enough water for all the people. And you have enough water for all of the animals. Unless one of the communities does its laundry. If one of the community does its laundry, there won't be enough water and they'll die. Obviously, the rabbis say, don't do your laundry. Share the water, because people are more important than, doing your laundry. People's lives are more important than doing your laundry. And the animals are more important than doing your laundry, because the animals, they can give us companionship, they can give us food, they can give us money if it's like sheep and you shore them for their wool. Animals are really valuable. So they say, yeah, don't do that. Don't do your laundry. And everyone feels they're sitting around a table, they all kind of lean back and they feel really smart. And then one of them says, one of the rabbis says, wait a minute, aren't our clothes clean? And the rabbi said, of course, why would we wear dirty clothes? We clean our clothes all the time. And the first rabbi says, so is no one without water in the whole world? And the rabbis realize that even though they just said that if people need water, you shouldn't do your laundry, they have done their laundry, even though people need water. And I really like this story because I think that it really gets to a difficulty that we all face, which is the values that we have in our lives are often higher than what we tend to actually meet. And that's fine. I don't think that's a bad thing, but it's a reality that we often come to. So I make an income. I'm sure many of you have forms of income, whether it's from the state or from a job or from your family or something like that. And I donate some of my money to people who are less fortunate. Maybe you do the same. But I don't donate all of my money to those people. I donate some of it, but I still have enough money to buy soda. I still have enough money to buy a new phone. I still have enough money to have these stickers on my room. Like, those are silly things. I could donate that money and help out more people, but I don't, because it adds value to my life to have these things. It makes my life better. And I think that it's something that nowadays we should really think about. That on the one hand, it's really good to reach out, to help people, to donate our money, to make sacrifices, maybe to volunteer our time. But on the other hand, we need to take care of ourselves. And taking care of ourselves is much more than just making sure we have food and water and shelter, but that we get the things that help us enjoy life. Because if we aren't enjoying life, I don't know, fill in the blank, but like, we're here, life seems like something we ought to enjoy. Judaism very much wants us to enjoy life. Every Shabbat, we're supposed to enjoy it. I'm trying to remember the exact wording, but it's like make Shabbat a day of celebration. Make it a really wonderful day for you. And you wouldn't be able to do that. You wouldn't be able to buy challah if you do that. If you gave all your money away and you can only buy regular bread. We have a special bread, but it costs extra money or it costs extra labor. So that's what I want to leave you with. Sort of the idea that we want to help everyone all the time. And we mean that when we say that. But that we don't always do that stuff because we also need to take care of ourselves. And while we would like everyone to have the bare minimum to survive, and maybe more, we don't want the bare minimum. We definitely want more. And it is absolutely right and good for us to say, yeah, we did do our laundry. Yeah, that money could have been used in other places. But we have dignity, and we don't have to walk around in smelly clothes. We're allowed to treat ourselves. So that is this week's lesson of Talmud. It is not Torah, so we don't have that song of healing, because that is only when a Torah is out. But take, let's say, 20 seconds to let's sit and reflect on those lessons, or if you just want to get in the Shabbat mood. Five more seconds. All right. So thank you for joining me for this extra special Talmud session. This Saturday, we have our regular Torah session. So if you're interested in joining us for that, then we'll do that, and I hope to see you there. Otherwise, I hope you'll join us next week for another Torah session, where hopefully by then I will have found my Tanakh when I'm unpacking the next week in my new apartment, and I will see you all there. All right. Thank you so much. Shabbat Shalom.